Okay, so in today's video I'm going to show you how to wire up the JTAG headers for reading NANDs on Trinity Xbox 360s. First thing you're going to need is a fiberglass scratch pen. This is going to help us clean up the points. You're also going to need a flux pen here just to make sure the solder flows nice. And I like to use the 6040 leaded solder. And also the NAND wires here with the ends for support with the PicoFlasher. So first of all I'm going to clean the points here just like this. Here we go. Just going to make them a bit more shiny and just generally easier to work with. Gonna make a better connection, and then I'm gonna stick my flux on. So this is kind of a liquid pen, but you can use the paste as well, like Amtech stuff's pretty good. So here we go, cleaning, well, not cleaning, applying the flux here. You can kind of see just the pool of it there. It's better to have too much than too little. And now we're going to pre-tin the points. So this is, first of all, we're not actually going to attach the wire first. We're just going to stick a little ball of solder on the point. So here we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, and then the third row, the 2 on each side. And there we go. I'm going to apply a little bit more to this one just because it looks, yeah, just getting an even amount is important on these as well. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now we're going to attach the wire. So just on my computer here I'm going to get up the diagram. It's also going to be on screen now. And my wires are a little bit different. I am using purple for brown and then grey for black. But it's the same thing, it's just the colours of the wires. It doesn't affect functionality at all. So first one is brown on the left. So I'm going to stick this here. Okay, so what's happened here is I don't have enough solder on that point. So I'm going to apply a bit more, and then I'm also just going to bring my iron up off the board and just kind of get some on the end of the point. So I'm going to try that again with the solder on the end of my iron, and there we go, it's gone on there nicely. Now for the black, or in my case the grey one, there we go, and orange, which is on the left side. There we go. And red. Just making sure these aren't tangled, so when I come to the other points it's not going to be awkward. Now we've got red. Connected there. Looks like a solid connection. And then we got yellow, which is a ground. Now this one might require a little bit more heat because it's a ground point. And there we go, all connected. And then finally we have blue and green. The blue is going to go here. And green is going to go on the right side here. There we go. So that is connected now. Okay, so now those are connected. You can go over to my PicoFlasher video on how to use these ends with the Pico, and that's going to show you how to set up the software and just how to connect it up to the Pico with the GPON cables. But yeah, that's it for just connecting them to the motherboard. Keep in mind that when flashing the NAND or when reading it, you're going to need standby power, so you're not going to turn the console on, but you are just going to make sure that the power connectors are in the console. Yeah, you can even remove the RF board. I like to do that just to make sure I don't turn it on, because turning on a console with a flasher connected is not a good idea. This is going to be the same guide if you're using like an X-Flasher, a Matrix, a JR programmer. It's all going to be the same. The only difference is the ends are going to be different. So if you order your programmer from ChipChopMod, if you get an X-Flasher, the new ones, which are USB-C ones, you're going to get that. You're going to get a custom end to support that flasher. With the Pico, you're going to have to supply your own cables with most retailers, but it's all the same. It's all the same points. It's all the same wiring. This diagram's all in the description. There's a diagram for Trinity, fat consoles, and Corona consoles. Trinity and Corona being slim, and fat being obviously the fat consoles, all of the motherboard types. Yeah, so that's how you wire them up. It's pretty self-explanatory, but just I hope this video helps a little bit. And yeah, that's all for the JTAG NAND headers.